Hello, it's another year and it's another tea video. I haven't recorded anything in January because I was just busy, changed job, changed car, MOT, everything that you can imagine. So I was pretty busy. Um, what I am going to do though is I'm reviewing licorice root tea. It is very different to your normal tea. It's a root chopped up, well, sliced up actually. It helps when you have sore throat and it just helps with it, but it doesn't taste that nice as an oolong. Obviously, it has a very unique character to it. But the other thing is, I have a different toy for this tea because why not? So I got this for my one of my birthdays years ago, and pretty much I can't really use with any of the teas that I have except the licorice root. The reason being is because this filter, don't know if you can see much of it. Let's just zoom in. So this filter has quite big holes, and if you have a loose leaf, it's just going to sit there and then block all the holes. So pretty much water can't really get to it. Well, it will, but it won't be the same as it would be in a pot. And also, yeah, it is a big filter. So pretty much as you lift it out, most of the leaves will just end up in the cup, and this cup is pretty much serves as a mug, not as a Gong Dai Bei. It's a mug. It is quite pretty, but it is quite big for a Gong Fu session, you know. But what I thought was it because it was a nice present. I like the work on it as well. It's just not very the Gong Fu style, and it's just a little bit awkward with the whole leaves, as I just mentioned, but not with the licorice root, because the licorice root is quite a big one. Actually, what I will do, I will have the lid here, and I will just put some of this licorice root there, and I will bring the camera over. I don't know, that should be enough. It is quite a... yeah, that's okay. Let's just bring you over. So, it looks like this, right? Let me, yep, focus this. So pretty much it's a root sliced up, and as the name suggests, I mean licorice root, and that's the little thingy. So anyway, there's not much to it, really. I mean, the smell of it first when you open the bag. I mean, it's really cheap. It is a cheap tea. Maybe if I turn the lights on, it'll be a bit better. There you go. You might be able to see me now. So, as I said, it is a cheap product. Relatively cheap. Well, it is quite cheap. I don't know. It's a quid or two for 50 gram. I can't remember, but it's cheap. It's really cheap. Smell wise, whenever you open it first, it's not a nice smelling thing, but it's not as horrible as Marmite. So it's quite strong. I can't even say what it is. It's very woody. But it's very fragrant woody smell. It's just like when you open the pouch, it's just and it tastes the same. and also you have to brew it for like 3 minutes. First infusion 3 minutes, and you infuse it in pretty much boiling water, and after 3 minutes you have your tea, and then you can brew it again, but that time you brew it for 4 minutes, and that's the tea done. So as I said, the taste is not that nice. I normally put honey in it to make it sweet. But with the honey, it's extremely helpful for your throat. It is really, really great. Without the honey, it is okay, but it's better with honey, right? But for now, I will just make a mess. But now I will just drink it without the honey, so I can give you a review on it. As I said, don't expect much. You don't pay much for it anyway. Yeah, by the way, it's from Mayleaf as well, if you wouldn't have guessed. So I put this filter in. It fits in nicely into this. Let's just put this here, right here. So it fits in nicely. And does it align? No, it doesn't align with the motifs. But then you have this lid and it looks pretty. And that's what it matters with this. It looks pretty. So let's pour the water on it. I might need to use more of this licorice root simply because the size of this mug. So let's just make a strong brew. I mean, come on, there you go. And is there enough water? Should be. But I'll show you what did I mean. Let me just put a timer on for 3 minutes, 2.5. Maybe just put it on 2 because I will keep talking. Put it on 2 minutes. So what I was saying about not having enough room. I mean, you have the tea leaves there in that filter. There is not much, well, licorice root is done. There's not much room for the leaves to expand, and when they expand, as I said, they might block those holes and the water can't get to it. So this is why I can't really use it for as a gong dai bei, as gong fu brewing. But this is why with these kind of, but this specific kind of product, the licorice root, I can, because it is alright for that, but I wouldn't use it for anything else. Let's close this down. So yeah, I was quite busy in the last month or two. I spent some time with family at Christmas time, came back, decided to change a job. Didn't really want to, but the money was good and inflation is high up, so prices are going up, and at the end of the day money talks. So I changed jobs, and then I decided to change car as well. Now I got a newer one, and it was just a little bit of a hassle with it, getting it and all sorts. As soon as I got away from the dealership, I broke down because the battery had gone flat. So I did my shopping, went to the petrol station, and then it didn't want to start. So I had to call up the dealership for rescue, and then the battery was keep going flat. So we decided, well, the battery is dead. And then the dealership was okay because they gave me a brand new battery. They delivered it to my house. They gave me a brand new battery. Brilliant. So that's the time is up. So yeah, I was quite busy. This is why I didn't make any tea videos, really. And yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to rinse this, you can rinse it, but it's not going to open up. There is nothing really to open up because it's just pretty much a really hard piece of wood that is chopped up, sliced up, not chopped. It's slices, nice slices. Anyway, come on, there you go. So I use the lid as a holder for the filter. Come and have a look on the color of this, because it's not glass, so you can't see it. So you can see it is quite yellowish color. Yellowish color. The liquor, there's nothing to it, right? And let's see, the smell is quite strong. The smell is strong. This what you can smell on the, I can't really grasp what it is. What you can smell on the root without submersing into water. That's what you are going to smell on the liquor. That's what you are going to taste on the liquor. To be honest with you, the smell of the liquor is quite pleasant. But when you open up the pouch, as I said, it's quite harsh and it's in your face. Let's turn this around because I'm right-handed, and you can. This is it. So I use it as a mug. I can drink straight from this. It's going to be hot. There is not much taste to it. Don't expect much. You are paying for a quid or two for it anyway. But it is alright. You can definitely taste the really wood taste. I mean, it's wood. You can. It's not like it is like those wood fibery tasty taste, really. So imagine that you go out and lick a tree. That's what you are going to get here, with some sort of, probably, well, since it's licorice, those kind of fragrant licorice notes, but it's not too much. It's not too bad, really. It's good. I mean, you have a sore throat, you want to cure it, right? So if you can swallow a pill that is bitter as hell, then you can drink this tea. Not saying that this tea is bad. It is all right, and it serves a purpose, and it does it greatly. And as I said, if you want to enhance the taste and the flavor, just put a spoonful of honey in it. Stir it around, makes it a little bit sweet, so you have that licoricey woody with that sweetness, and with the honey it makes it much more dense. So it makes it thick, and it makes it sweet, and you have that licorice together. That tastes really nice, and that works really well on your throat. On its own, works well on your throat, but the taste is not so appealing. Well, at least to me. Yeah, it is, without the thing on its own. It's thin. It is a very thin tea. It's just water with some extraction of the root. Is there any finish? Well, there is some sort of coating effect though at the back of my mouth, so I'm guessing that's how it helps soothing, easing your sore throat. It just kind of covers it. But of course, this is not a scientific review. It is just my opinion. I bought this because of the same of that very purpose. It is good for sore throat, and instead of grabbing an Anodin Extra or paracetamol or whatever, make a nice tea. It's nice, warm, quite plenty. I mean, I brewed this twice, so I don't know, what is it, 200 ml, 300 ml times twice, so that's half a liter easily. So you have half a liter of tea after a session, and it keeps you warm, and it makes your throat feel a little bit better, especially if you put honey in it. Everything's good with honey anyway. Well, maybe not everything, but this tea is definitely works well with honey, so use honey. And on that note, I will bring some, because why not? Ta-da! Plenty of honey. It used to be a, well, it is a 3 kilo pot, but there's not much left of it, and it is hard to open, and it's quite crystallized now. There you go. Big spoonful of honey in there. Close it down, put it there. Hopefully I won't knock it over. And just stir it around. Let it dissolve. Well, if it is going to dissolve. There you go. Getting there. Yeah, obviously it's much more thicker. The color got a little bit darker. It's not that bright yellowish. It gave it a little bit of a darkness, and it's much more thicker, obviously, because I just put honey in it. Let's put it there. Let's see how does it taste. Of course, with honey it's sweet. It is sweet, very sweet, and it's easier to drink as well with honey. And as I said, the licorice root and the honey, the two together complement each other, and it helps you get through your sore throat session. I don't know if you make a session like a day or twice a day. I mean, brew it like twice, and that's one session, and then you do another session per day. It should help to ease your sore throat. Obviously, this is not a medication. I'm not a doctor. This is not scientific, but as I said, this helps a little bit, and for that it's good. Yeah, it serves its purpose. So, and as I said, it is cheap. You don't drink it that often, so you buy a pouch or two, and it probably will last you a year, half a year, depending on if you really like it. You might buy a month, once a month. I'm just saying, it's better with honey. You should use honey with it, but I'll let you to decide what you want to drink, how you want to drink. But I'm suggesting to use it with honey because the sweetness complements this licoricey woody notes, and it really helps you to cover your throat, ease it out, and it just makes it just nice and gives you warmth as well. It's good for sore throat. And if you feel a little bit down because of the coldness, you just want to watch Netflix, make a tea like this. If you don't want to go fancy, make a tea like this. You put it in a big mug so you don't have to go fancy with the gong fu little cups and pouring, rinsing, tweezer, blah de blah de blah. You just put it in a mug and take it out once you brewed it. Take the roots out so you end up with the liquid. Put some honey in it, stir it around, sit on the sofa, watch Netflix, and just relax and enjoy. See you next time.